Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Caspa community. Appreciate all the love. A special shout out to Ange, my biggest supporter on this channel. This video is dedicated to Ange. Much love. But let's take a look at what's happening with the broader market. If you're looking across the board right now, we're seeing quite a bit of red across the market once again, and market volatility at its all-time high at this point. If you watch my Cardano update not too long ago, which was yesterday, I did indicate what was happening with the broader market, but a lot has happened with Bitcoin. But again, if you listen to that specific video, I did say even though Bitcoin is back in the 23.6, let's not jump around just yet. And we can literally see that happening right now across the board. So as far as Caspa's price is concerned right now, Caspa's price is down right now about 4.1% on the USD side of things and about 2% on the Bitcoin side of things, with the valuation sitting below 1.4 billion, almost at a 1.4 billion mark, in the 24-hour trading volume at about 50 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So currently we're finding the price at about 5.16 cents. If you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it has been picking up. You can see for yourself, we actually came down to 59.55%. You can see for yourself, literally from 59.84%. So it was quite a sharp drop, you can see for yourself. But since then, the dominance has gone up a little bit. But again, this kind of sums up what's really happening. If you're looking at Bitcoin, let me give it a refresh live. So like I said, Bitcoin price was in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. You can see for yourself, clear rejection. We got up there, but we are finding ourselves back below here. So I cannot imagine, the longs liquidation numbers. I will be taking a look at it later today, but you can clearly see for yourself that was short-lived. Again, time and time I've been telling you guys the importance of the 23.6 bare minimum level for the price of Bitcoin to be above, but we're finding ourselves back down, and look where we're finding ourselves at $107,000 price point, which again is nothing new to us on this channel. So again, this week is still, just starting, and I would love to see the price of Bitcoin to push back in the 23.6 fib zone. That would be quite something. And I know there's still about just a little over a week left till the month is over. A lot can still happen. A lot can still happen this month alone. So we got to take it one step at a time. But right now, obviously, we need to keep in mind where the price of Bitcoin is currently sitting at. With the price of Caspa, speaking about Caspa, I got a comment on the other day. And recently, if you've been noticing, I've been, turning the comments off, and that is because, of course, I'm sure you guys know there's a lot of spam comments, so I think it's better to just turn off the comments. But there was one comment that I still left on my video. I forgot to turn the comments off, and there was one viewer said, "Well, Crypto ZX, there was another exchange. They had a lower wick forecast, but 0.009." Well, I need you to understand. We're looking at MEXC. This chart is again MEXC. All that is right in front of you. Not every exchange is going to have the same exact wicks. Some exchange have lower liquidity. Some have more liquidity. We're going based off of that. And even the October 10th wick that we did see, regardless of it going to 0.009 or 0.00 or 5 cents, whatever the case may be. Like I said, most people, 99.8% of the people, were not even able to buy at those price points. So it doesn't really matter. We're still going to use MEXC. I think this is the best one to look at because based off of what I've seen in the past. But again, you're free to use whichever one that you want to be looking at. But you can see for yourself, as of now, still, what's very impressive for Caspa is the price still did not end up going down to 4.6 cents, which is very impressive in my opinion. So October 7th was the closest one. We know what happened to the price of Bitcoin on October 17th. You can see for yourself, we came down to $103,000, but you can see we have seen the price of Caspa trying to push towards the upside, but nothing close to where we won on October 14th, and that was around the 6.5 cents. But we did come up to this 5.5, so 5.6 cents mark, if you want to put it that way, from October 17th. If you want to put this into perspective, that was a move of about 16.4%. But right now, we're back down to this 5.1 cents price point. But I want you guys to keep one thing in mind. This price point, that 5.8 cents, was today alone. It was not yesterday. It was, I'm sorry, sorry. It was a few hours ago. So yesterday, the price did retest 5.8 cents. But what's really crazy is that, we're back down to, pretty much where we were, seeing a retracement of about 9%. And again, Caspa is a lower valuation coin. Manipulation can happen on these projects much faster, bigger swings. I've highlighted this to you guys before on the channel, and that's the reality, of course, that people need to understand. But right now, the price is sitting at about 5.2 cents. Not looking bad. Obviously, if you want to still put it into perspective from the October 10th wick, that itself is still a move of about 9.3%. So, and nothing close by. But of course, if Bitcoin tumbles back down to 103, that opens the door for us to get down to these levels. So right now, Bitcoin is still below the 23.6, but you want to see the price of Bitcoin get back in the 23.6, bare minimum, hold around that range, get to our confirmation zone at 117, and I really do believe things can start picking up. I still project that quarter 4 is going to end off on a positive note, but we got to take it one step at a time. That's my own personal opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think. As of now, Caspa has still held its ground around this key range. Hopefully it does, and hopefully Bitcoin does not see a shaky price action. Hopefully we do make our way down to the up to the 23.6. That would be a very, very good thing for this week, for the price of Bitcoin to actually reclaim and hold above. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Love you all. See you later in crypto, ZX, and peace out.